I'm here. What's so important you couldn't discuss it with me on the phone?
I'm sorry. I'm sure it was tough dragging yourself away from Olivia.
Do you know what time it is? Believe it or not, I still sleep. So what's the deal? What's going on?
It's about your responsibilities as a parent, taking care of Marah and Shane.
And?
You have absolutely no idea what happened tonight, do you?
I have absolutely no idea where you're going with it.
Marah dropped in for a visit on you and Olivia, and the door to the bubble bath was wide open.
Ah.
She got quite an eyeful.
Well, that's the last thing I'd ever want Marah to walk in on. The last thing.
Well, it's nice to know that we agree on something. I wish your epiphany had come a little sooner.
Where is she? Upstairs?
Yeah, she's upstairs, but she's probably sleeping.
Well, I want to go upstairs and talk to her. Just explain to her a little bit what happened.
Explain what, Josh? What? Believe me, Marah understands.
Well, the very least I could do then is apologize. Just tell her how sorry I feel.
You've done quite enough for one night. You're not going anywhere near her.
Reva, I'm going upstairs to talk to Marah.
Not tonight, you aren't.
You're not going to keep me from seeing my daughter.
Yes, I am. So get the hell away from the stairs.
Reva, come on. Just wait a second, all right? Now, I made a mistake. People make mistakes. I just want to help Marah to understand that.
Well, if you go up there right now, you're only going to make things worse.
Are you questioning my parenting skills?
Tonight I am, yes.
Reva, I have been a good father to Marah and Shane. I've proved that time and time again. Every time we've been left alone during your numerous disappearances. Now, I want to go upstairs and talk to Marah. I want to make this a little easier for her. I have earned the right to do that.
Maybe. And maybe not.
What does that mean, maybe not?
There are a lot of issues left in this divorce that need to be settled, and my #1 priority is making sure that Marah and Shane are protected.
Protected?
I'm talking about custody, for their sake.
No, wait a minute. We don't want to walk down that road. Now, think about it. We go into a courtroom, we start digging up some old stuff, and what's going to happen? All these skeletons are going to start coming up, Reva, and most of them are rattling around in your closet.
Oh.
I'm not the one who wasn't there for them. You are.
Well, I'm not the problem now.
Oh, and because of one mistake, I suddenly am.
You know, I don't want to talk about this. I wanted you to come over here so you could know that you messed up. And now you know, and now you're out of here.
Come on, don't
just leave.
Reva, Reva, open the door. Reva, open the door. Reva.
Yeah, Josh, you don't have to kill it. It's already dead.
You know, it's bad enough that I don't live with my kids anymore. I miss them like crazy. But now Reva's talking about going for full custody. And it's...
It's completely unfair, is what it is.
It's vindictive. That's what it is. And I thought I knew her. I figured she wouldn't do something like this. But I guess it's true what they say. You really don't know somebody until you divorce them. See... If anyone's unfit to raise those kids, it's Reva. I'm the one who kept that family together while she was gone for all those years, while she was married to Richard.
Exactly, which is why you have nothing to worry about. Look, if God forbid you should go to court over this, there's no way.
Well, the way Reva was spouting off last night, there's a good chance that's going to happen.
All right, fine. So you get your day in court. You get to go in and tell your story. Once the judge hears what a wonderful father you've been and still are, there is no way she's going to get full custody.
But see, she's going to go in there, she's going to say that the reason she was away was because she had amnesia, and that's going to be the truth. And that's going to garner her some sympathy from the court on top of what Marah walked in on last night. There's a good chance she could win this thing.
Well, then it looks like we have to do something. Something drastic. Look, one of the things that I've always loved and respected most about you is that you are a wonderful father.
Well, I appreciate that. I just wish some people shared the same opinion.
Like I told you from the beginning that I would never do anything to harm your relationship with your kids, and I meant that.
I know you did.
And I know you said that this stunt of Reva's came as a surprise to you, but Josh, it doesn't surprise me at all. What it does is make me so furious, and I want to do everything in my power to help you fight this. But ironically, I think the best thing that I can do to help you is just to move out.
What?
If I'm not living with you, then Reva has nothing to complain about.
Wait a minute. You can't move
Listen
out,
to me.
Olivia.
I'm gonna miss falling asleep in your arms every night and waking up with you every morning more than I can tell you. But if by moving out, if that means that you don't lose your kids and they don't lose their dad, then I think it's the right thing to do. Don't you?
You would do that for me.
Yes, if you think it would help.
Well, it certainly would take the fuel out of Reva's fire if we didn't live together. And maybe it does make some sense for you to move out just for a time until things calm down.
You know, it could be too little too late, too. I mean, in a sense, the damage is already done.
But we could keep it from escalating, and it certainly won't change our relationship at all, right?
No.
We'll still be together. We'll have fun together. We'll take bubble baths together. We'll just do it at your place, away from Marah and Shane.
Right.
Thank you for being so understanding and for thinking about this.
Oh.
I'm gonna go tell Reva about this right now. I just want to get to her
Okay.
before she does
No, it's
something
fine.
silly like call her lawyer. Okay, so I'll catch up with you later.
All right. Bye.
What's the next step?
I'll put one of my PIs on the case, and I'll give Josh's attorney a call.
Is that a fact? Boy, it sounds like you two are making some big plans. Hello, Noah.
Hi.
Since when did your boyfriend become privy to our private business?
Look, I'm just an innocent bystander here who is leaving. Call you later.
Bye.
You don't waste any time, do you? The crack of dawn?
Actually, I called him before I went to bed last night.
Well, you should have waited and saved the quarter because the problem, as you perceive it to be a problem, has been taken care of.
Meaning what?
Olivia volunteered to move out of the apartment to get her own place.
Well, how noble of her to make that sacrifice for you.
I thought so. So, Olivia will no longer be sharing my bed, at least the bed in my apartment. And that means the kids won't be subject to our private life anymore. Are you satisfied?
I think that's a wonderful first step. Thank you.
But it's too little, too late. The damage done to your daughter's psyche last night is irreparable, Mr. Lewis.
The damage done to my daughter's psyche?
Mrs. Lewis needs to be certain that incidents like this won't happen again. And the best way to ensure that is to secure full custody.
You want to get this guy out of here before I punch him?
It would probably be best if you were to leave, Ernest.
Not while he's threatening you.
I'm not threatening her, I'm threatening you.
I'll be fine, really.
If there's a problem, dial 911 immediately, so it's on the record.
Okay.
Reva, what are you doing? What's going on?
What I told you I was going to do. I'm protecting the kids from bad influences.
From me. The guy who loved them and raised them when you were nowhere to be found. Come on, you got to give me a break here.
I just don't think you're that same guy anymore. I think your priorities have dramatically changed since we separated.
Since I met Olivia, is what you mean, right? Reva, you're such a hypocrite. Don't you see that? I have a normal sex life with Olivia, and that's deviant, but you go traipsing off to Aruba with Dr. Heartthrob.
Exactly.
That's okay.
I went out of town. I didn't flaunt my libido in front of my kids' faces. You have no idea how upset Marah was when she came back here last night.
No, I don't, because you wouldn't let me see her. And I'm guessing you spent the rest of last night and most of this morning making her even more angry at me, didn't you?
Didn't have to. You took care of that all by yourself.
I had a right to talk to my daughter.
And what were you going to say to her? Because I'll tell you something, I'm sorry just won't cut it.
Well, it's worked for you often enough.
Stop it! Stop fighting! I can't take it anymore!